Just start by closing your eyes for me and just taking some nice deep breaths. Just breathing in and breathing out. And those nice deep breaths are just at your own comfort, in your own time, and just allow your mind to take in that you are breathing in and breathing out. So all that's happening right now is you're just watching and observing the in-breath and the out-breath. I want you to imagine that you're breathing in comfort, peace and relaxation. And you're just exhaling any tightness, any tension, and anything that isn't needed in your mind and your body. You can just allow that to escape right now. Just let your breathing become nice and relaxed so that each breath just continues in its normal, relaxed way. And we can just invite it to gently sit in the background. So as it sits in the background, I want you to also invite your busy, conscious mind to take a back seat and sit in the background with the breath. And as this happens, as they sit in the background together, this is going to allow for the real, authentic inner you to step forward and take this journey today. This journey into self-empowerment, a deep sense of peace in your heart and your mind, and letting go of any stress or tension, anxiety or grief that you may have. In this session, we're going to let go of any deep-seated emotions that are not serving you in the present or in the future. I want you to be aware that we are working with your wonderful subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your best friend, always loving and protecting you, and it will never take on anything which it doesn't think will serve you in your life. It will never take on any suggestions which it doesn't feel is in alignment with your morals, your deep-seated beliefs. And lastly, your powerful subconscious mind is always awake. So if you feel that you want to drift off into a deep, relaxed sleep, this is perfectly okay. Just allow the mind and the body to do whatever it needs so that you can heal on a deep, deep level. And so, as your busy conscious mind and your breath sits in the background, the real authentic inner you steps forward, and you can just fall to a nice, deep level of relaxation. Any sounds that you're hearing, whether it's my voice, the music, or any sounds inside or outside this room, serve to take you even deeper. If the conscious mind gives you any irritations or thoughts, just know that even these take you into a deep level of sleep. So I want you to now focus on the top of your head for me. And as you focus on the top of your head, I want you to begin to imagine, sense, feel or trust that there's going to be a nice deep wave of relaxation that's going to just begin to work through the body and the mind. And you can imagine this deep wave of relaxation as your favorite healing color. So perhaps you can watch this happening. Or maybe you can just sense, feel or trust that this happens for you. However it works for you is absolutely fine. Focusing now on the top of your head, a nice deep wave of relaxation begins to come in through the top of your head, move down through your forehead. Feel it moving behind the eyes, through the eyes, behind the eyelids, Feel it moving gently on top of the eyelids, and your eyelids are so heavy. The more you try to open them, the heavier your eyelids become, and the more you try to open them, the heavier they become. So heavy now, as the wave moves down through the thousands of tiny muscles in your cheeks, face, and jaw. And you can feel the wave moving over your throat towards the back of your neck. Feel this wave continue as it moves down towards the base of your spine, relaxing, releasing, and just letting go. And the wave moves out into every muscle, cell, and fiber of your back, and you can continue to relax. 3, 2, 1. Feel the wave move over your shoulders, chest, and tummy, all the way back down over your arms, and right to the tips of your fingers. And at some point you may feel a slight tingling in your fingertips, or a warmth in the palms of your hands. And if you do, then that's fine. It's just a sign of tension leaving the body and the mind. And if you don't, then that's fine too. I want you to just trust that you're relaxing to new, deep levels and are letting go. Feel the wave move through your hips, legs, knees, calves, all the way down to the tips of your toes, taking you twice as deep, twice as relaxed. And feel the wave move from the toes to your head and then right back down to your toes again, beginning now to feel the support of the bed or chair that's supporting you. And with every breath, you just feel like you sink down deeper, deeper into that support, your body heavier and heavier as your higher mind becomes more clear, more alert and more receptive. You feel yourself now just mentally moving higher and higher away from this room, higher and higher into the distance, towards a beautiful meadow that is surrounded by a magical circle of trees. And you can see yourself floating down towards this magical circle of trees without any resistance to the earth. Feel yourself now in that meadow. There's long blades of grass floating around your feet and ankles. The water is a perfect temperature, and you feel completely calm, safe, and relaxed. And you notice as you reach the magical circle of trees that there's a single pathway that leads you to that circle. Begin now to feel yourself take a few steps along the pathway, feeling the ground underneath you, feeling the path. And as you enter that magical circle of trees, there's one tree in particular that stands out to you. And as you take a step over to that tree, you can imagine taking a finger and running it down the bark of the tree. And as that happens, the most wonderful healing energy comes from that tree to every level of your being. Take a nice deep breath, allowing that wonderful healing energy to come through every level of your being, deeper, deeper, relaxed. And as you do, you can feel the most wonderful healing energy running along your fingertips, along your arms, and into every level of your being. And it just feels to release stress, anxiety, tension, and any resistance to this hypnosis. You can just feel the release, and it just feels so good. And now you become aware of a staircase, and the staircase has 20 steps. And in a moment I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And as I count from 5 to 1, you're going to begin to just drift and float towards the top step of the staircase. And as you do, your relaxation doubles and deepens, allowing you to continue to let go, sleep. Take a nice, deep breath for me. That's right. 5, 4, relaxing, beginning to just drift and float towards that top step. 3, 2, relaxation doubling and deepening with each count of the numbers, and 1. Now find yourself at the top step of the staircase. 20, 19, 18, beginning to just drift and float past each number, enabling each number to take you into the deepest sleep you've ever known. 17, 16, 15, knowing that the deeper you go, the better it feels, and the better it feels, the deeper you go. 14, 13, 12, trusting yourself, your intuition, and me in this whole process. 11, 10, 9, just becoming more relaxed as you go deeper, deeper. 8, 7, 6, 5, relaxing, easier, deeper, easily, naturally. 5, 4, 3, sleep, deeper and deeper. 2, 1, deeper and deeper relaxed. And if you feel ready to continue, just take a nice deep breath for me. And you'll see a door in front of you. And this door has your name on it. And as you look at the door, you know that when you walk through this door, you're going to release and let go deep-seated emotions that are no longer serving you, either in the present or in your future. You know that you're going to be free of stress and anxiety, of sadness or grief. You're going to replace this with a sense of peace, a deep-seated sense of peace in your heart and your mind, a deep-seated feeling of love for yourself, for your soul, and for the universe around you. You're going to feel loved and supported, and you're going to trust in complete authenticity. So I want you to just trace your fingertip around your name. Notice that it's carved deeply into the door. And as you trace your fingertip around your name, the door gently starts to open. You can go in. Maybe you feel apprehensive or in trepidation. As the door opens, I want you to step forward, taking a nice deep breath. And as the door closes behind you, it locks shut. And you've just said goodbye to that part of you which feels fear, stress and anxiousness. It feels panic at times. It feels sadness. And you find yourself in a beautiful garden. And this garden has many shrubs and trees and flowers. It's beautiful, and you know that this garden really represents your life, your future, all the wonderful opportunities that you have, the friends and family, your intelligence, your career, your hobbies, your interests, your health, all of the wonderful things that make you who you are. There's old dead brown leaves scattered all around, making a mess of the garden, obscuring the view. each one of these leaves represents a time in your life when you have not been your authentic self. You see, when we are fully living our authentic life, we do not have fear or grief or sadness, because deep in our hearts, deep in our souls, we know that we are safe and loved by the world around us and by our very connection to spirit. And when we allow ourselves to live in that authentic place, we let go of fear and life becomes easier. We are much more capable of dealing with our everyday challenges when we are living in our most authentic life. All of these leaves and all of this mess represent all of that fear, sadness, and at times our inability to be authentic. I want you to take the rake in your hand, pull every single last leaf together into a nice neat pile in the centre of the garden. And I'm just going to give you some time to do that. Now those leaves are in that nice neat pile. I want you to take a match, strike it and drop it on the pile of leaves. The rough, dry leaves set fire immediately, and you can watch the orange and purple flames as they start to work their way through that pile, working their way through your fear, working your way through the times when you've not been your authentic self, when you've not stepped into your power. And when things have become hard, when you have been fearful, when you've been racked with emotions such as guilt, grief, anxiousness, panic, sadness, all of these moments you can just let go as you watch the leaves burn down into the ground, a thin line of smoke going up, up, up into the air. And it just feels so good as you watch them burn, watch them release, and watch them go. There's nothing left now, only cinders and ash, and you feel lighter, taller, more relaxed, more in control, more ready to take on the world. You know you can't do anything about other people, but what you are in control of is yourself, your own reactions, your own emotions to situations, people and places. You are in control of you, and there's a deep sense of self-love that runs through your entire body as you walk through the next door, leaving the garden, leaving the leaves, leaving the fire, leaving the cinders and the ash. And in the next room is beautiful, freeing, fresh. There's a full-length mirror in the centre of the room, and as you stand in front of this full-length mirror, you can see yourself in your reflection. This reflection looks like you, but somehow is a little different. There's an air of self-confidence. You're stood straighter, taller, your eyes are bright, your skin is clear, your hair is thick and glossy, and there's a smile. But more than that, there's a sense of peace, a sense of confidence. It just feels so good. When you look at this reflection, and you know that you want to know what they know that you don't know, your reflection smiles at you, stretches out a hand, pulls you through the reflection, through the mirror, and you become that person that's free, with a deep sense of peace in their heart and their minds. And it just feels so good. It just feels so good to know that you can truly feel a sense of release from all of your burdens, all of your worries, and all of your fears. And that from this moment on, you're in control and you can handle anything. And your powerful subconscious mind takes on these deep-seated suggestions so that from this moment on, your whole life can change into a more peaceful you, a more authentic you, a fearless existence. And it feels so good. And from here, perhaps you want to drift off into a deep, relaxed sleep. Or maybe you want to wake and continue with your day. I'm going to count very gently from 3 to 0. And when I reach 0, the choice is yours, whether you fall into a deep, relaxed sleep, or whether you choose to wake, continue with your day, feeling bright, positive. But just remember, when you do return to your normal waking state, every time you see the colour red, these deep-seated suggestions of positivity, authenticity, happiness and peace will immediately fill your whole being with love. You'll remember all of the positive suggestions in this hypnosis every time you see the colour red, and it will feel so good for you. 3, 2, 1, 0.